Where we start is that many startup companies don't use their first business plan, or they try it and they discover they need to do something else. And so what this session focuses on is, given that your strategy may change over time, what are the resources that you can build that will endure, that will enable you to maybe try an initial strategy and then move to something else? Like Google, for example, started out selling search services before they got into advertising. It was a very different business model. And so the things we focus on are really building the founding team. So first of all, who do you include in the founding team? Is it your friends, your brother, or are you going to actually go and deliberately recruit people with complementary skills, things you don't know, things you don't have, and bring them into the team? And then once you've put that team together, second of all, how are you going to split the rewards among those participants? So how do you split the equity? Is it going to be a 50-50 handshake? Or do you want to think a bit more carefully about how to do that, especially because some of your co-founders may decide to go do something else or to be part-time, and you may need to figure that out over time. And then third, number three, is you think about involving other people in the venture, not employees, but investors. You need to realize that that money comes with strings attached. And so your ability to continue as the founder and CEO may depend on how you interact with those investors. And so thinking carefully about that. And so in the session, we look at those three different decisions, kind of dilemmas between keeping control of the venture and kind of giving up control in order to accelerate growth by involving other people. And we try to work with participants to figure out what their personal preferences are, how important it is for them to be in control versus letting go and letting things grow. That's really what we try to do in the session. So this session is called Dilemmas in Launching Entrepreneurial Organizations. And what it's focused around is the fact that many companies, many startup companies, will actually change focus from their initial business plan to what they end up doing for their strategy that makes them successful. And so we focus on three key decisions that company founders need to make early on that will have lasting impact on their ability to change and adapt as they go forward. And these are team-related decisions. The first decision is, who is on the founding team? Do you go it alone, or do you involve other people? And if you involve other people, is it going to be your friends and family, or do you deliberately recruit people, maybe folks you don't even know, who complement your skills and really bring something new to the venture? The second decision, once you have the team assembled, is how to split the pie, if you will, how to allocate the equity among them. For example, you can do it just as a simple 50-50 handshake, but if you do that without thinking through who's going to continue to be involved, it can get you in trouble. The third key question is involving third parties, that is external investors like venture capitalists, which has many benefits, but also that money comes with strings attached and may make it difficult for you as a founder to continue as the CEO of your venture if the investors want you to be replaced. And so we emphasize these three key decisions and how making the right decisions can enable you to be more flexible and adapt different strategies as you go over time. So what was fantastic about this program is I expected to find a group of folks from Silicon Valley or MIT graduates who would want to talk about things, but there were people from all over the world who not just listened but challenged things I had to say, saying, well, maybe it works that way here, but in Canada, the way we structure corporations changes the way you think about equity. And so I felt like I was learning from the participants at the same time that I was telling them what we'd found in our own research.